This is raw and unfiltered, from sex, sports to culture, all topics considered. It's a good time with dope conversation. Every time you take a listen, it's a celebration. So tap in, you won't be disappointed. We keep it a buck, anything else is pointless. Facts over fluff, our discussions are poignant. Politically incorrect, well that's what the point is. We talk our talk like nobody else can. We give our perspective, not afraid to make a stand. Nothing off the record, every take and every rant is unapologetic, and we stand on that. We make you think, we make you laugh out loud. The realest place on the internet, hands down. We give it to you straight, nothing here is watered down. The best show in town, and you can bet the house. Yes, you can bet the house. Yes, you can bet the house. We give it to you straight, nothing here is watered down. The best show in town, and you can bet the house.
All right, so listen. listen. Y'all already know what it is, what it's gonna be. I just want to say we're 1,000 points down right now. We are 1,000 points down. We are losing our fucking stature as men out here. We're losing our stature. We are losing our fucking stature between Will Smith, Boris Cujo, DJ Envy, and MAINO. We are losing our status out here, dog. It's time to step up and become men again. It's time to become men again. We are getting our ass whooped. We are getting our fucking ass whooped. Let's get into it.
It's the buy-in. It's the buy-in. Bet the house. Bet the house. Who you got your money on? It's going down. Welcome to the show.
Listen. They are kicking our asses. They are kicking our asses, and we are sitting here allowing it. They were saying Jada Smith had a problem with Will smacking Chris Rock. Maino's running around here letting white girls call him a nigga and tell him he a runaway slave. Boris Cujo's wife still, she said some shit not too long ago about how, she wanted to get back to the love because at one point, he wasn't doing enough. And then DJ Envy, the shit happened with DJ Envy today that I just seen about how he's in 10 years, or that was 10 years that she was faking an orgasm for 10 years. And because she felt like this nigga was putting in his best work and she didn't want to let him down. Nigga, what? First of all, listen, anytime your kid's starting to feel like you are not the man for their mama, it's about time for you to start looking at divorce lawyers, dog. I think Will Smith is in an abusive-ass relationship right now, and even the kids sniff weakness. Now, I could be wrong, but anytime, Jaden Smith interview come out, oh, well, Tupac proposed to my mama, and then you got Willow writing a letter begging Tupac to come back so her mama can be happy again. And then you got Jada recording and taking private conversations and recording them and putting them online. Like, at this point, that it's cheaper to keep her bullshit. At this point, it's time for me to go. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be fucking as honest as I can be, dog. At this point, I would have to say enough is enough. This ain't love. This ain't love, and it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? This ain't worth it. This is the point where I would have to go ahead on the exit stage left. As far as MAINO, first of all, I'm not going to play those games with no white woman. Got nothing against the white women. Live your life. But it's certain things that I am not going to tolerate. You are not going to call me a nigga. You're not going to tell me I'm your dirty little slave. You're not going to tell me you love my big black cock. You love my big nigger cock. No. We're going to draw the line right there. All right? Real talk. Like, we're not going to do that. You're not going to do that to me at all. We're not going to play the slave games We deal with enough of that shit in real life. I'm not even gonna play the slave man, the slave who ran away and caught the white housewife. No, I'm not gonna do that shit either. So I don't know. I thought MAINO ass was tripping. I thought he was fucking tripping. I thought that nigga was. I think that nigga's been whitewashed. I don't know, but certain shit that I'm not gonna tolerate around me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to each his own. People like to role play. It's a bunch of other scenarios this dude can role play, and this is the scenario you want to role play. This is the scenario you want to role play. Nah, Chief, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. I ain't playing slave nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing slave shit. All right, but I understand if that's what niggas love and that's what niggas into. Let niggas be into it. But Big Smash ain't going. I'm not going. I'm not going, Chief. This is where I exit stage left. Then you got DJ Envy. DJ motherfucking Envy. We need to put an APB out on this nigga and make sure a wellness check and make sure this nigga is okay, because I seen the little interview and when his wife said that nigga was stone cold mountain. Like he was hot. Like he was hot. He was hurt. Like, nah, dog, it couldn't be me. That ain't my dog going out like that. That ain't my dog going out like that. That ain't Breakfast Club DJ Envy. That ain't my dog. I think maybe she still ain't got over the fact that this nigga cheated on her, which is understandable. But to get out here and tell the whole entire world, 10 years he didn't give me an orgasm. I was faking because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. Nigga, what? Listen. Listen, my lady could say a bunch of shit. Love her to death. She could say a bunch of shit. But the minute that she goes on a show and says some shit like that, this is where I exit stage left. And I ain't thinking twice about it. Because your pride, listen, my pride and my ego is never too big. My pride and my ego is never too big to tell me that where I'm lacking in, because I want to be better. You always want to be better as a man. But these are the kind of conversations that you have in the house. You have these motherfuckers in the house. You don't get on social media and say this shit. Do you know the internet is never going to forget this shit? 20 years later from now, they going to pull up some shit. Your kids going to pull up. Damn, daddy, you let mama get on social media and clown you like that? This is exactly what DJ Envy has to go through. And it's like, dude, y'all got me fucked up. She would never. She would never. I would never go. I would tell you that right now. I ain't never fucking going. Ain't no standing and sticking beside a woman who just got out here and told the world that you don't fuck her good enough. Niggas, you crazy? Like, ain't no I ain't standing around for that shit. I'ma tell you right now, the way my mouth is, I ain't standing around for that shit. Because one or two things gonna happen. I'm either gonna say some shit about you, and it's going to turn into something, or I'm just going to walk the fuck away. In that instance, that marriage is null and void. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I don't know if they had conversations about it in the back room. I don't know. But granted, for me, it's over with. It's over with. In my mind, that shit over with. I'm cheating. Every chance I get, I'm cheating. I don't get no fuck. Hey, I might, DJ Envy, I would be the biggest cheat if I was him. Like, I'm cheating. I'm cheating even more. God damn it. Like, every time you turn around, I'm cheating. I don't give a fuck if I'm caught. I don't give a fuck about the tabloids. I don't give a fuck about TMZ pulling up. I'm cheating. God damn it. I'm cheating. I'm fucking cheating every which way. I don't get no fuck. Because I feel like, dog, I feel like Jada Pinkett is fucking up everything. Jada Pinkett has instilled so much energy into these, and it's the older women that's doing this shit. It's not the younger women. It's not the Megan Thee Stallions. It's not the Cardi B's and all that. It's the older women that is doing all this fuck shit. They're at this point. That's why we down 1,000 right now. We are down 1,000 points. And shout out to Tiger and Black Rob, because shit, we was gonna be down another 1,000 if Black China had her way with the bullshit she tried to pull. Like, chick, you got your son, your kids for one day. How much child support do you need for a day? You crying about selling your cars and all this because you ain't making no money, but you got your kids for one day. So shout out to them. They saved us from being down another 1,000. Like, we are down, dog. Kanye just put us up another 1,000 because when all this shit happened with Kim and it's possible another sex tape coming out, she called Kanye. She ain't called Pete. She called Kanye. So we got some of them points back. We still down by a whole fucking lot, though. Real talk. Like, us men, I think the biggest problem with us is we are being told how to be men by women. We're being told how to be men by women. We're being told what a man is by women. We're being told how we should conduct ourselves like men by women. We're getting told how to act, how to dress, how to perform, how to, women are basically telling us what men should feel, act, think, move, and how they should live their life. And we are basically sitting in the back saying, you know what, yeah, you're right. Because fear of confrontation has us feeling like, you know what, you're right. Or for threats of, I'll take this pussy away, we say, yeah, you're right. I'm guilty of that. You know what I'm saying? But then I had to realize that, like, we have a weapon too. We are the fucking breadwinners. We have dick. Just as much as a woman has a penis, we have a dick. And I ain't talking about the rolls and all that shit. That ain't replacing a real actual dick. You know what I'm saying? It's time for us men to grow a pair of nuts and stand up and say what's right. And let these women know what we're not tolerating, what we're not going for, what we're not taking anymore. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of times I used to be the dude where I wear what I want, I do what I want. When I say something, it goes. And then, I got married and it changed. It wasn't just my show anymore. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the show that I was used to having. And then it got to the point where I like having a co-star. I love having a co-star. It's fun. But I think with the way Jada and everything else is around me, I'm always looking like it'll never be me. It'll never be me, Chief. It'll never fucking be me. I ain't never going. I ain't never, listen. If you were intended to lead this marriage, lead this relationship, if you were intended, men and women, if women were intended to lead the marriage, if you gotta lead me, it's a place I don't need to be at. Real talk. It's a place I don't need to be at. If I'm constantly getting told and badgered and bullied and told I ain't doing enough and told I ain't making enough money and told I ain't working hard enough and told I ain't fucking you enough and I ain't fucking you right, if you have to lead me, then that generally means, yeah, my time, this welcome mat has been worn out. It's not a place for me anymore. It's not a place. You know what I'm saying? And I be feeling sad when I look at Will Smith, when I look at how DJ Envy and them was looking. Women don't really give a fuck no more. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Because I'm guessing this is the time where they felt like they have been done wrong. They have been shamed. They have put up with the lies, the cheating, the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Tristan Thompson is a nigga that set us back. He set us back. And now, but the problem is with that is she keep taking them back. You know what I'm saying? Offset, he set us back. You know what I'm saying? She kept taking them back. See, this is where I think women are taking that stand of, we're not taking you niggas back. And if we take you back, we're going to apply pressure that you ain't never seen before, because we're going to let you know that this is the last time you're going to put us through this shit. So I think that's what it's about too. I think it's about women and men both getting fed up. But the women are more fed up now because they're more blank. They're more point blank, period, straight to the chase, straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? Men, we were so busy being done in the dark, it'll come to the light eventually. That's what men was thinking. But now women is like, all right, well, Shit, you can keep hiding around in the shadows. I'm going to bring all this shit to the forefront. I'm going to lay out all our problems. My thing is, if you embarrass me on social media like that, there's no place for me. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with a lot of shit that's being said in therapy. You know what I'm saying? And that's just with one person. You know what I'm saying? So imagine saying some shit like that to millions and millions of people. Like, you're crushed. You can't come back from that. You cannot come back from being psychologically embarrassed like that. And that's what I feel for DJ Envy and Will Smith. Like, the only motherfuckers that can come through and save them is a pimp named Slickback. A pimp named Slickback. Bishop Magic Don Juan. Sugar Free. Somebody. Snoop Dogg. Somebody. Like, you got to think about it, like Snoop Dogg cheated millions and millions of times and his wife still stayed. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure this shit out, like, you know, and there's no way she went on record. She went out in public and embarrassed that man or said nothing about that man. Michael Jordan's wife, when he did the shit that he did, all the bullshit and divorce, $400 million, she didn't get out here and slander him. She could have, but she didn't. Think about Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, to me, Dr. Dre, he won. He lost a lot of money. He did. He lost a lot of fucking money. But he won for the simple fact he got his peace back. You know what I'm saying? He got his peace back. He was able to get her out the way. She was trying to take everything he made, everything he created, and take credit for it. And he got his peace back. He got on and went on and got out the way. Then you think about Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal was another. I just read something about him when he was saying it was his fault. His fault him and his wife broke up. He was saying how bad he was. You know, he took accountability for his shit and said, hey, she was a good woman. She did everything for me. She was a good woman. It was me that fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I took advantage of the situation. I took advantage. I fucked up. It's on me. And these are the things that men, as a man, we don't realize. Even with myself, when I did my wrongs, I had to look back and take a deep breath and be like, you know what? It ain't all just her. I fucked up. But at the same time, here's the world that we're living in. Women feel like they don't do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? They feel like you can't tell them that they're wrong because they'll cut your water off. They'll take the pussy away. They'll make you sleep on the couch. They'll stop doing the things that genuinely you know that they know you care about and that you desire. They will stop doing this shit once they get the hints of you feel that they are wrong. Just call it like it is, man. Just call it like it is. It ain't nothing personal. I just feel like we are down 1,000 points right now, and we have to get back in the game. The game's not over, but take Will Smith out the game. We're gonna lose with him. Okay? Take DJ Envy, put them niggas on the bench because them niggas ain't having good games tonight. Put them niggas on the bench because this is the World Championship game. This is Game 7. Everything is on the line right now. First quarter, we down 1,000 some points because these niggas ain't shooting the ball. They ain't passing. They ain't being good team players right now. And it's fucked up. But this is the truth, though. Like, I cannot allow, you know what I'm saying, my fellow brothers to be out here looking bad, looking bogus. You know what I'm saying? And we do nothing about it. Like, we love our women. We love our women. We love pussy. We love the home-cooked meals. We love to have that comfort, that affection, that attention. We love to have that shit. But I had to think about it ain't just the women. It's the dumbass niggas who out here doing the dumbass shit that get the women to feeling how they're feeling. The problem with that is, though, if I'm made to lead you, I'm made to lead. I don't believe men were made to follow. We are the leaders. We are the breadwinners. We are the protectors. We are the ones that put everything in place and keep everything together. We make shit go. That has always been the motive for me in my life. We make shit go. We're men. We make shit go. We make shit happen. And no, we don't like being told what to do. But if I have a strong woman around me, which I do, Um, they're not gonna take nothing from us, but at the same time, there's a such thing as defending public but correcting private. You know what I'm saying? Even if you felt like I said or did something wrong, this is where you come in public, you ride with me. But in the background, look, I gotta let you know that shit wasn't right. That shit wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? The whole Will Smith, August Alsina shit. See, everybody was mad at Will because they felt like, damn, you gonna slap Chris Rock, but August Alsina was putting deep dick into your wife. You know what I'm saying? And I think that kind of speaks on the relationship that they have. Like, if you have an open relationship, you can't really get mad at no shit like that, because I'm pretty sure Will Smith was doing his thing too. But I think the problem with that was August fell in love. August fell in love, and he broke the rule number one of an open situation. He fell in love, and he got emotional, and he didn't know how to handle it, and he put the whole world on notice, like, this what's been going on. But I mean, we already knew what was happening. And every time Will and them would come out, nah, this ain't what's going on. That's not true. Blah, 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 this and that. But when they did the shit with August and they said, yeah, this is what happened, it's true. You know what I'm saying? It shocked the fuck out of me, because I was like, yeah, I don't know how y'all gonna spend this one. Y'all normally tell us, you know, this ain't what it is and this ain't happening. And then y'all flipped it and said, yeah, it's true. Kudos for them for that. Kudos for Will for staying and sticking through. Kudos to Jada for sticking through and standing through. Because I'm not gonna put it all on her. I'm not. I'm pretty sure Will was out here doing his thing. Will was out here doing Will. So we're not gonna sit here and just put it all on the women. But you gotta understand, women are not taking a back seat anymore. And I think, to me, that is on us. That is on us, because we allowed so many things to get in the way of what exactly it is that we're trying to do. And we gotta win. We gotta win. We gotta step up. We gotta take our place again. All right, we have to take our place again as leaders. We have to take our place again as men. We cannot let women determine and tell us what being a man is all about, because if that's the case, then you're already losing. You know what I'm saying? You're already losing. It's time for us to step up and start being leaders, man, and stop. And it's time to buckle up and put your big boy pants on and get ready to take back over and get ready to get back in the spot and get ready to be the man that we are designed to be. And that's just what it is. It's very simple. Very simple to get back in motion and get back into what we started. See, God put us with women because God gave us women because we felt like that was the best thing for us to have, is a woman by our side. Now, granted, the shit didn't go the way that God may have intended it for it to go, but I felt like, listen, women are the best thing that ever happened to men. You know what I'm saying? So why don't we act like it? Why don't we do the protecting? Why don't we do the loving? Why don't we do the respect? Why don't we do the honor? Why don't we do the compassion? Why don't we do the understanding? Why don't we do the communicating? Why don't we lead? And the reason why we don't lead is because we're getting overthrown. We're getting overruled. We're getting objected. We're getting pushed to the side. We're getting told we ain't good enough. We're getting our ass beat when we don't speak up, when we don't defend, when we don't honor. But when we try to do these things, women feel like it's not enough. It's not enough. All right? It's not enough. You're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. Let me show you how to do it right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how can I get, I was explaining to Shantae the other day, 5 plus 5 is 10. 9 plus 1 is 10. 8 plus 2 is 10. 7 plus 3 is 10. It doesn't matter how we get to 10. There's many ways to get to 10. And just because I don't do things your way does not necessarily mean my way of getting to 10 is wrong. You don't grow if you don't grow, man. That's how I feel right now. You don't grow if you don't grow. You know what I'm saying? If you still stuck in your same mentality. Now, granted, Will Smith and Jada, they've been married probably about 30, 20, 30 years, somewhere in that range. They still got married very young. You know what I'm saying? She came off and said, hey, I didn't even want to be married to him. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, dude, Will got to grow some nuts. I ain't telling him to go out there and beat on his wife or nothing like that. I'm telling him he has to grow some nuts. He has to get her in on the same page. See, marriage is about being on the same page. It's not, I can't be on page 5 and you're on page 15. It's not going to work that way. It's not going to fucking work, because by the time I get to page 15, you're on page 25. So it's like, we have to be on the same page together. And I don't think Will and Jada are on the same page. I don't think DJ Envy and his wife are on the same page. Now, granted, they're celebrities. So celebrities are going to say and do whatever they can. Look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. Both them motherfuckers cheated. Both them motherfuckers rich. And then you know what they did to us? We're going to put out a whole album and talk about our infidelities. And the whole world going to go buy the shit. The whole world gonna go buy the shit just because we are Beyonce and Jay-Z. The whole world gonna eat this shit up. Now, I don't know if the nigga cheated. I don't know if she cheated, but they dropped the album and it sounds so convincing, right? You know what I'm saying? The only thing we needed was a fucking sex tape or some shit to drop, and then boom, we'll be in there. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like we have to do better. We have to do better as men. We have to do better as men. We have to protect the castle better. We have to get a full understanding of what being a man is by us, by our standards. We are being told, and we are losing this battle too, because while they are trying to slow around and teach us how to be men, we're losing. We're fucking losing because they already have it in our head that we aren't good enough, that we aren't doing a good job, that we aren't doing the job correctly. And if we don't do the job correctly, they'll get somebody in here that can. And it's like, us as men, we're scared. We're scared, and we feel like in order to avoid conflict and avoid BS and avoid nonsense, we always have to tell women that they're always right. I'm guilty of that. I ain't even gonna flex. A lot of times I'll apologize just to get the bullshit out the way, just so I can go back to being happy. But then now, lately, it's been feeling like, why am I keeping apologizing and I don't believe in this apology? You know what I'm saying? It's not benefiting me. It's not making me happy. It's making me look like a fucking yes man. So we have to start pushing to get closer to the things that we want and lead the way that we want to lead. I am a leader. I ain't designed to be the follower. I wasn't made to be nobody's flunky. I feel like this is where a lot of these dudes sucker up at. Now, yes, granted, we love our women. We'll do anything for our women. Whatever they want us to do, we'll do it, because our job is to make them happy. We signed up for this job. We signed up for it. So our job is to make them happy. Here's the problem. It's also their job to make us happy. It's also their job to make us happy. It's also their job to make sure we're good. It's also their job to look out for us. It's also their job to make sure that, hey, at the end of the day, this man is the head of the house. I have to make sure he's good before I make sure anybody else is good. You know why? Because if something happens to this man, the house is going to crumble, especially if he's a great leader, if he's providing, if he's there, he's taking care of the kids, he's handling his business as a man. These are the things that we have to think about. Like, if I'm not here, this whole thing crumbles. This whole thing falls. This whole thing goes eerily wrong. This is the point that I've been trying to say for the longest. Women don't feel like that nowadays. Women feel like, man, listen, if this motherfucker leaves today, if he leaves today, I'm going to be all right. And as much as I'm an appreciative man of that, I love it when a woman feels everything is going to be all right if I leave, because she's willing and grateful and able to stand on her own. She's able to stand on her own because you have led her, your leadership skills have led her to know that if something was to happen to you, you have taught, you have led, you have put everything on one accord, everything on the same page, and she knows everything's going to work out because you have taught her well. This is what I'm saying when it comes to leadership, when it comes to understanding, when it comes to building, when it comes to love. Love is leadership. You got to know where you're leading her. She has to be able to know that you're not leading me into a brick wall. She has to be able to know that no matter what happens, you have her back to the fucking fullest, and vice versa. Love is natural. Love ain't forced. It's fucking natural. It's fucking natural. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking natural. And I feel like as long as it's natural, as long as, it's in the heart, everything is going to flow how it's supposed to flow. It's like a song. You can't just throw a motherfucker that can't sing in a group with a full of motherfuckers that can sing, and somebody's off key in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So now you stand over here and you play the trampoline, the tambourine or some shit. You stand to the side and you do that. I always think about the Temptations. Otis Williams couldn't sing a lick, but he flowed so right with the group. He kept it together. He kept the pieces together. He struck to his strengths. You know what I'm saying? He did the things that worked for him, and he got everybody else in place. That is what it's like dealing with these new generation of women. You have to know their place. You have to know your place. You have to know what you're doing. If you don't, you will fall every single time. It's like having sex. You can't look down and figure out what you're doing. You either got it or you don't. In DJ's Envy case, he doesn't have it. And I used to think like, damn, like I'd be crushed if a woman ever came off and told me that. But one thing about me, I would work my ass off to make it better. And if I felt like I couldn't make it better, if I felt like I'm giving you my best, I'm giving you everything I got, and you're still not satisfied, it might be time to hit the end of the road, Boys to Men style. You know what I'm saying? It might be that time. It just might be. Listen, like, I believe in never throwing in the towel and keep pushing as long as you can. Keep pushing, keep going. But if that person that you're dealing with does not want the love that you're pushing, the love that you're using to keep going, the love is the fuel and all that. If they're not doing it, they don't want that, then you're wasting your fucking time. We got to take our spot back, fellas. We got to take our spot back, and we got to become men again. We got to lead by example. We got to lead and protect our women. We got to love and lead our kids. We have to love and lead ourselves down the right path. Like, I'm going to tell you, I've been so calm because God has really been touching me and sending me in a different path. You know what I'm saying? These last few weeks, these last few episodes, I don't know, they ain't been usually my usual stuff, but I like talking because it's versatile. It shows, hey, Smash ain't just a laughing, joking motherfucker. He can get serious. And I think that's what it's been for me. I've been on a different path. So now when I did this episode, it was so easy for me to do this shit because it was like, we can't go out like that. We can't. We just got to do better. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the women's fault. It ain't the men's fault. It's us as a whole. We just got to do better. We got to separate the me, the minds, the yours, the you, the whole selfish mentality. And we got to change them words to ours, to us, to together, to we, to the whole we're all for the team mentality. And I think that's what it is too. A lot of times I get scared. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I get scared because life is too short. Life is too short to sit here and be mad about some other goofy shit that you can't control. Like, I'm not gonna be mad over simple shit. And Will Smith said something to me that kind of resonates. He said, "There is nothing this woman can do that will make me leave her." I don't know. I felt that shit. You know what I'm saying? I look at it as a positive and a negative because you're basically saying this woman can cheat, lie, fuck your best friend, whatever, whatever, and you'll never leave. But on a flip note, that's real love. That's what you get married for. That's what, the true definition of real love is. Like, I'm going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. We're going to work them out. And I think that it couldn't get no realer than that for me. You know what I'm saying? It couldn't get no realer than that for me. And the reason that it couldn't get no realer is because I felt that shit. I felt that shit. And I think about that shit on the regular. I always say, I always tell Shantae that same exact thing. Like, yeah, that's real love is real love. You can't put a expiration date on that. You can't put, I feel how I feel. No matter what you do in regards to that, how I feel is how I feel. I can't change that. I can't turn that off. And yes, it's fucking scary, man. It's fucking scary when you feel a certain way, and I know they always say it in the movies, I love you more than I love myself. Yeah. That's a real thing. That's a real fucking thing, dog. That's a real fucking thing. When you love more than you love yourself, that's a real thing. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. But I think in order to do that, you have to make sure you're being loved back. You have to make sure the love is coming back. You have to make sure you're being loved properly in return. Because if I'm getting loved properly in return, oh my God, the sky's the limit, baby. I'm going as hard for you as I can. But if I'm giving all my love and I ain't getting shit back, I'm going to shut down. And I think that's what it is with Will. Like, he realizes that Will, DJ, all these motherfuckers realize they love themselves, but they love their women. I think MAINO needs a hug. MAINO definitely needs a hug because the mentality that MAINO has, he needs a hug because there's no way. There's no way in hell, Chief. I'm not going. I don't give a fuck what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I think what we can learn is you have to step up and lead. You have to draw them boundaries. You have to draw your plan to your life with your mate. And you have to sit down and let them know, hey, this is how we're moving. This is how we're acting. This is how we're getting through things. This is how we're accomplishing things. You have to let them know how you guys are moving. You cannot let them tell you how you're moving, because if that's the case, then they might as well be with themselves. Women ain't designed to be leaders. Not of the marriage world. They're not designed to be the leaders. You know what I'm saying? It's up to us to lead. Now, granted, we don't have slaves and all of that, but I'm saying, men, are you leading this marriage or no? Do you want this job or no? Do you want to do this or no? Like, you figure this out. You know what I'm saying? A woman shouldn't have to lead herself. She shouldn't. Kids should not have to lead themselves. They shouldn't. This is where you strap up your boots, you pull your pants up, you put your big boy hat on, and you get out there and you handle business. That's just how it goes. We got to stop using weak-ass excuses to make ourselves feel like this is the way for us to go. We are not clowns. We are not good content. We are not social media material. We are not the next hot trending topic. We got to stop letting motherfuckers put their foot on our necks and not grab that motherfucker and break that motherfucker in half. Plain and simple. It's easy. It's simple. It's simple fucking math. This shit is very simple, man. And we got to stop letting people tell us what's different. We got to stop letting people play us. We got to stop letting people tell us how to be men, and we should already be listening to our fathers and our grandfathers. Hell, I learned a lot from being a man off watching the Cosbys. Good times. You know what I'm saying? I learned this is where I learned, a lot of stuff from real TV. You know what I'm saying? And I know people be like, oh, nah, they can. Yeah, some of this TV shit, like Bill Cosby and them, they had the life of a father that Bill Cosby, Cliff Huxtable was the father that I wish I had. You know what I'm saying? I wish my father was more like that. You know what I'm saying? So this is where I learned how to be a leader and all that, and what was good enough to be the man of the house and all that. And just because you say you're the man of the house, your words don't necessarily hold no weight unless you actually following that shit. Unless you're actually getting up and carrying that burden. Unless you're actually getting up and you're handling that. And if you ain't handling that, then how can you call yourself the man of the house? Plain and simple. How can you call yourself the man of the house? Know your value, fellas. Definitely know your value and what you bring to the table. Know how to conduct yourself as men. Understand that every battle ain't meant to be fought. Some battles you can sit back and take an L on and be like, you know what? Shit ain't even worth it. You got it. Live to fight another day. That's how I think about something. Here's another thing I want to say too. Just because you good to your woman don't make you soft. Just because you treat your woman good does not make you soft. It does not make you soft to be a man who values his woman more than he values being tough. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't one of them dudes. I didn't do a whole lot of romance and all that other shit because I felt like I wasn't long for this relationship. But love your woman, man. Love your fucking woman. I think when women get out here and they show out on social media, this is just a cry for love. You know what I'm saying? This is a cry for love. This is a cry for getting back into the speed of things, getting back into the lick of things. I think it's a cry for love that you need to love your girl more. Love your lady more. Treat your lady with more respect. Make sure your lady treats you with respect. I think this is where we get it all misconstrued. And if it's some kind of situation where we are not doing the things that are going to put us closer together, then we need to take a fall back and figure out how to do the things that brings us closer together. That's it. That's all. This is the things that we have to do. We have to bring these things back together. We have to get back to living the life that we're supposed to be living. We can't be living a life that the society tells us we have to live. We have to live the life of what we think. You know what I'm saying? It's no more of this. You know what I'm saying? We need to get more into the even level, You know what I'm saying? And this is where it all starts. It has to start somewhere. It has to start with us. We have to start being our own trailblazers. We have to start leading our women and our kids and our families the way that we're supposed to, instead of letting society tell us how to lead our people. Enough of that shit, man. Enough of that shit, man.
It's the hot take. The payout, baby. It's the payout, baby. Last call. Don't hold your breath. Get it off your chest.
All right, so
Roger that.
I just want to say love and appreciate those that are around you. And if you feel like you aren't good enough for the person that you're dealing with, it's okay to leave. It's okay to work on it. But if you feel like it's still not getting you anywhere, go ahead on and dismiss and kick rocks, man. It's okay. We all failed at a relationship before. It's not the end of the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? I can't be having my brothers out here getting jaded. Nah, Chief. Getting wheeled. You know what I'm saying? Not even saying hold no more. We gonna start saying getting wheeled. Because that's exactly what the fuck is going on. That nigga getting hold and he letting his love overtake him right now. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody hoeing me. We got to do better as men. We got to do better as leaders. If you don't know what a man looks like, get a support group of men. Don't listen to your woman and let your woman tell you what a man is supposed to be like, because in her eyes she don't see you as a man. Get it together, man. Y'all know what it is with me. I'm Big Smash. It's Bet the House Podcast. Always betthehouse.com. Go buy some merch. Go subscribe. Get in tune with everything that we're doing over there. betthehouse.com. Always Bet the House, and betthehousestore.com. You can find all our merch. You can find everything. We're going to start tapping in with the Patreon and all that stuff real soon. So we're going to really get some things popping, man. I just really want y'all to know that we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep grinding. And I hope that y'all enjoy listening to me as I enjoy doing these episodes, man. We're going to keep doing them. That's it. That's all. Y'all know what it is. I'm out.